Well, hello, General Hospital Daily Recap fans. Today's daily recap is for Thursday, August the 1st, 2024. Thursday, August the 1st. Well, I got to jump right to this. Ava pushes Christina out the hotel window. Look, I would love it that it really happened that way, but quite frankly, it really was an accident. See, little Miss Christina, who pregnant as she may be, knows she needs to be calm. Oh, she goes charging into Ava's room. She's going to make Ava drop the subpoena against her. And Ava's like, oh, absolutely not. You're going to get up there and you're going to tell the truth. Or you might follow in your lying, drunken mother's footsteps. Oh, Ava was, woo, Ava to Christina. But Christina was a Corinthos right back to Ava. She goes, you got it all, girl. You got your mama's lying genes and you got your father, demented, like unhinged self. And so Christina says, and Ava walks closer to her little table, like a little table inside the room, and she's putting some paperwork down. Christina goes walking over there next to Ava, getting all in her face, telling her, if you don't drop the subpoena against me, I'm gonna definitely, I might have to tell the truth about my father, but I'm definitely gonna tell the truth on how you switched you're responsible for my brother Morgan's death. You switched his medicine. I'm gonna tell them how you killed Connie Falconeri. And Ava's looking at her, and Ava actually kind of reaches for her because Christina's getting ready to, after she dropped that bomb. So Ava was going to grab her arm, saying, like, look here, little girl, look, And Christina, when Ava grabbed her arm, she pulls her arm back and steps back. Well, John Cates's little duffel bag was right on the floor. So as Christina is stepping back, she trips over his bag, falls through the hotel window, all the way down to the pool. And Ava is standing there like what just happened? And you hear Christina screaming all the way down. She and Jocelyn and Trina were down there because Trina earlier was in John Cates's, I mean, not John Cates, look, might as well say John Cates's room. In Nina's room, they were going over gallery business. Cates just comes walking out the shower in his towel. Ava, and Trina's like, oh my God. And he goes, oh, I didn't know you had company. And Ava looked like, it is my hotel. So Trina jumps up and says, listen, Ava, I'm going to go ahead and go to the gallery. We can finish up our meeting, there. I'll see you there. Trina books out of there, but she runs down to tell Jocelyn that she saw Agent Cates in Ava's room, and he absolutely, obviously spent the night, right? So Jocelyn's like, well, Ava's probably trying to get him on her side, where the custody battle is. I mean, regarding the custody battle. And as they're talking, now mind you, Gio's at the pool, Brooklyn and Blaze are at the pool. Natalia's at the pool. I said Gio's at the pool. So anyway, they're all hearing the glass break and Christina screaming as she's falling down into the pool. Now, when she hits the pool, she's face down. And Gio, he's like, but it looks like he's getting ready to spring into action, even though he's not the lifeguard, right? Jocelyn is busy holding on the tree, and they're both like, ah, what? And I'm like, wait a minute, Jocelyn, you're the lifeguard. Chick, you should have been. as Christina hit that water, Jocelyn should have sprung into action 100%, not standing there looking doe-eyed with Trina hanging on to each other. Like I said, it looked like Geo is the one gonna spring into action. We shall see, right? This is going to cause Christina to go into early labor. Watch. This is going to be what causes that. So we shall see, because we know Christina's not going to die. We know the baby's not going to die. But this is going to bring to a head. I'm surprised they let her get this far along in her pregnancy, because normally soap operas, women don't go past 7 months in a soap. So that is like, wow. Now talk about Blaze at the pool. She met with Brooklyn, and Brooklyn was telling her all about the exciting news that an indie record label, she's going to be their first artist. She says, I'm going to be running it. And Blaze was through the moon. She goes, you're going to have creative control and blah, blah, blah. And she was so happy. She says, but I have to, under full transparency, your mother was the one who really kind of brokered and made this come, and was instrumental in this coming to effect. And Blaze looks, she goes, my mother? And she goes, yes, she wants to be involved. How much or how little, that is your call, if any at all. She says, that is up to you. Natalia is on her way because she wants to, kind of talk about, vision and how she came up with the idea. And just then, of course, Natalia came on in, and Brooklyn is looking up at her. And Brooklyn said, Natalia says, looks like you two are having a conversation. Interesting one. An interesting one. Anything I should know about, or something to that effect, right? And Blaze is just looking up at her mother. And Brooklyn says, I told Blaze all about the recording deal, the independent label. And, I told her you were going to come and give a bit of the details, and, you two could talk it out. So I'm going to take my drink over to the bar. So Brooklyn did a quick exit so Natalia could sit down, and she apologized to Blaze, of course. And she was saying that, the record company was stupid for letting her go with her amount of talent. That's bad business on their part. And Blaze is just looking at her. And she goes, but I want to apologize, and I never meant to hurt you. And Brooklyn says, I know how much work you put in to getting me where I am. I can honestly tell you, I wouldn't be as far along in my career without your help. She says, but see, that being said, I am no longer hiding, and you don't agree with my choices. You don't agree. She goes, well, I'm trying to work on it. I can accept, your lifestyle. She goes, no, mommy, it's not just a lifestyle. This is who I am. I love Christina. She is remarkable. And I am not going to hide who I am. And I've been this way for years. I'm not going to hide it anymore. She says, so I honestly don't see how we can work together, because I know you're against it. And if you're against my life, you're against who I am. She says, I don't see how we can work past this. I really don't. And Natalia's just sitting there like, I could pretend until somebody records me again. I mean, So look, Christina falling out the window, that ex-nayed that conversation, because see, Christina is Blaze's woman that she loves. And I don't know, they're not going to probably know it's Christina until she's pulled out of the water because they don't know whose room that window belonged to, right? But now, mind you, Brick or Sonny's people, because I doubt it's Brick himself taking those pictures, they're still up in the adjacent hotel room window taking pictures of Ava. They're taking pictures of her and Christina's confrontation, and Christina's back is to the camera. So all the camera probably got pictures of Ava moving forward towards Christina and then Christina falling backwards. So it's going to look bad on Ava. And with Christina comes too, she's going to say Ava tried to kill her. That's exactly. She's going to say, you know what? You tried to kill me. So that's what I'm saying. How's that going to look on your custody case? But see, Christina was subpoenaed. She shouldn't have been there in the first place. But see, she going to blame pregnancy hormones. Shouldn't have been there, but I was. And look, I didn't know I was going to be pushed out a window when I got there. So Ava's getting ready to feel some heat. She's going to be ready to feel some heat, right? So now, before Blaze got there, Lois was there. Brooklyn was talking to Lois at the pool side, and she was telling her how Sonny is backing the new record label and blah, blah, blah. And Lois is like, oh, honey, that's good. That's good. But you know, there's a lot involved, a lot that needs to happen. And Brooklyn is like, you don't think I could do it? You don't think I can handle it? She goes, oh, you my baby girl. You can handle everything. You can handle anything you set your mind to. I'm just telling you, you're managing an artist, and you want to add on top of that, running the label. There's a lot of ins and outs. And in my mind, I'm thinking, Brooklyn, your mother ran a label. Why would you not say, Mom, this is why I need your help? Because Lois is not a full-time face of deception. Lois could run that record label with her eyes closed. And if Brooklyn were smart, because Brooklyn is still supposed to be doing her duties at deception as well. So how thin can she be spread? That's what I want to know. And she's helping Chase with little Violet. Just saying, something sounds like somebody's biting off more than they can chew and need to ask for some help. So we have the ones that I fast forwarded. We have Molly and Sam had lunch. And of course, Molly's complaining about Christina. And Sam, with her facial expressions, was kind of agreeing, like, but she was still trying to stay neutral, saying, Molly, what if that's not how Christina meant it? You know, did you see that show? She claimed our baby on, like a national interview. And Sam said, but maybe that's not what it seemed like. Maybe that's not what she meant. And so Molly ended up she goes, have you talked to her about it? She goes, yeah, I did. I apologize because I tried to make her sign terminating for her parental rights. And Sam looked at her like, ooh. She goes, yeah, I overreacted and I made things worse. But she told me that she was only trying to protect my privacy. And Sam said, see, that could be. So she goes, yeah, but Sam, tell me, do you really believe that's what Christina meant? And Sam just looked at her like, I ain't gonna get into that. She's trying to stay neutral, like Alexis is trying to stay neutral. So we have Jordan stops in to see TJ. They're talking, and Christina, TJ went into deep dive complaining on, Christina, of course, deep dive complaining. And Jordan's like, wow, but TJ, and he goes, Molly, instead of really trying to push, she once again wants to go easy on Christina. I don't know why we all have to keep going easy on. See, I went fast forward, fast forward, fast forward. Because see, you know what, TJ? You wouldn't have a chance in heck if Molly wasn't there to buffer you and try to slow your steamroll down, because Christina would never relinquish rights to her baby, because in the eyes of the courts, it's going to be her baby. She's the mother. And TJ would have to fight for visitation on his child. And the courts would grant it. TJ could end up getting equal visitation, but that's all it would be. And it would be a hostile situation if TJ had his way. But my whole thing is sometimes a hard head, TJ, a hard head. So Alexis comes to the hospital and she wants to speak to TJ. And she was just telling him, you know, TJ, right now things are critical, real critical, delicate. Just kind of step back and go a little easy, you know, so that cooler heads can prevail. And he goes, so seems to me you're backing Christina. And she goes, I love all my girls. And she looked at him, she said, and equally, I'm not taking sides at all. And TJ made it like, well, you should be taking sides and you should be on Molly's side. And Alexis is like, I'm just trying to offer you some advice on how to let things kind of go smoother. Right? She goes, because yes, I love my girls, but TJ, I love you as a valued member of this family too. I really do. I'm looking out for everybody. And he, you know, TJ wasn't hearing not one bit of it, not one tiny bit of it. And then the last thing, oh, Scott, before what got Christina to go over to Ava's, Scott comes by Sonny's and he gives him something, paperwork for the custody hearing, trying to provoke him. And Sonny was getting ready to go off on him, and Christina's like, Dad, he's just trying to provoke you. Don't give him that. And Sonny stopped, and Scott was almost like, darn. Everybody want to provoke Sonny, right? And so he says, oh, you're ready for tomorrow, right? And Christina looks at him and says, what about tomorrow? The deposition tomorrow? Oh, it's tomorrow. See, we're going to take your deposition to make sure you don't lie on the stand at the hearing. And she is like, she's like, I don't have to, and he goes, oh, yeah, you do. You actually absolutely have to. So she actually told Ava, I'm not showing up for the deposition and I'm not showing up for the subpoena. And then Ava looked at her and said, I'm sure one or two of the lawyers in your family told you, yes, you are, or you're in contempt. And she goes, no, I'm not, because that's when she went in, I'm going to get up there if I do. And I'm going to say blah, 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 blah. So you best take me off the list. So that's how everything else escalated. So Sonny is mad because Scott, when Scott left, he's mad at everybody. And Lois comes in. Lois, and he goes, hey, Lois, she goes, I haven't seen you since Brooklyn's wedding. I miss your dimply face and blah, blah, blah. She goes, but I'm here to talk business. And she wants to talk to him about the label. And he's looking at her like, well, she goes, Sonny, I need to know. See, Brooklyn is my baby girl. And I don't want my baby girl hurt in any way. And he goes, I would never hurt Brooklyn. I care about Brooklyn. She goes, Sonny. Now, see, history has a way of repeating itself unless you take steps for it not to repeat itself. She says, and I'm talking about LMB records. So now, honestly, I wasn't watching General Hospital during that time of Brenda and Lois running LMB records. I knew a bit of it, like I knew Lois, she's married to Ned, got married to Ned and all of that great stuff. But I knew Sonny backed that record company because he was trying to get at Brenda. But that was like during the period I had my first son back in the early 80s and, getting back to work. I didn't have a lot. General Hospital was recorded on my VCR. But I didn't get to see every single episode, right? I would even try to keep up with it as much as I could on the weekends. But anyway, he had the nerve to tell her, oh, okay, I see you've turned on me just like everybody else. Mm-hmm. Figures. And Lois is looking at him like, what you talking about? And he goes, so you can go ahead and leave. And he stands by the door that was open, right? Lois turns around and she looks at him as if, oh, no, no, no. You ain't trying to go at me, come at me like that, right? Because all I'm trying to do is get some assurances from you. She goes, Sonny, you would want your daughters, and I know you, protected of something from something that can harm them. And he goes, I would never. And she's thinking, no, because she goes, if you are going to run some of your other business operations monies through that record label, that puts my baby girl in jeopardy. And Sonny's like, shh, So tomorrow we're going to hear more of that conversation. And I'm like, go ahead, Lois. Lois is like, please. I've been knowing you way too long, and I'm going to speak my mind because bottom line, it happened to me. What you did in your younger days. See, but that was in the early days of Sonny getting started, needing to wash money. He's got a coffee house for that, other businesses for that, the casino for that now, on his island. So anyway, everybody, that was it. The biggest news and shocker was Christina being accidentally pushed out that window. And it really was an accident. But you know what? She gonna cry wolf. She ain't gonna say that was an accident. Which, you know what, for Ava, good for her. Ava has been manipulated and just ruining stuff. Good. She needs to squirm a little bit. So let's go to comment corner. I'm getting my trusty, dusty stopwatch ready. I'm going to start from the top to the bottom. Brenda says, something, none of them protect their badges. Anna and Kate's badges. Anna, Kate's, Robert, all of them use their power from time to time. Seems like back in the day they were better. Now, Robert definitely will too. They all will. Isn't it funny? I read Emma Sands is coming back for a bit, which means Robert is going to do whatever she's into, and it could be underhanded. He'll be down to protect her, down for the count too. User says, I heard one of the kids is going to get hurt at the pool, or Christina will get hurt while she's with Ava. Oh, Christina's the one, whoop, fell right from the second floor. And trust me, if that was only the second floor, but I'm sure they're going to make it the second floor. Nataku says, why is Kate even allowed to run amok like this? I mean, where are the superiors? And was he seriously sent to Port Charles alone? Exactly. He would not have been sent alone. No partner or anything. Not to mention getting together with a suspect and staying with said suspect. I know. Now, one thing Ava did tell Kate, because she goes, you know what? Why would you just come out like that? And he goes, well, I didn't know you would have company. And Ava's like, I didn't have to clear my guest list with you. And he goes, well, look, I don't want to be seen with you anyway. I'm already in enough trouble with my bosses. Oh, he's in trouble, right? Autumn says, why would Anna go in and delete the file? She's not even WSB anymore. Anna doesn't have that kind of power. Kate's is incompetent because his hatred of Sunny is going to be his downfall. Yes, it is, especially now that Kate's is involved with Ava. That's a huge conflict of interest. Kate's is an idiot. He's going to lose his badge. He should. And then Linda says, Sonny is having Ava and Kate's watched and possibly videotaped. Oh, he's having them pictures of them. I think this is how Sonny is going to get rid of Kate's. Bowberry says, Maurice Bernard said the payoff of the Nomad storyline would be a big payoff. Wow. I think he has already filmed it. Probably have, because they're always 2 months ahead now. They're back to being good 2 months ahead. Should wrap up soon. Aisha says, Jason heard about Carly's first visit to Brennan from Anna, who found out from Kate. That's true. Not sure if he knows about the other visits. Remember, he let Anna question Carly about it. And says Carly never told him. She never told Kate. But remember, Kate was getting phone calls from the prison regarding anybody that came to see Brennan. Aisha says Kate could have a massive case of tunnel vision and let Ava think that he can help her case. His very own part in the courthouse confrontation with Sonny may serve as a mitigating factor for Sonny's outburst. Both Molly and Michael witnessed Case being deliberately provocative. And says, yep, Kate has one eye and it's only for Sonny. Aisha says, Daily Recap Lady, I think you missed the part where Christina is going to pull something, probably fake medical crisis, or avoid even testifying against Sonny. Well, we didn't know that yesterday. We know it today, right? Anna explained to Jason about Brennan, and maybe also Valentine, perhaps wishful thinking on her part. Oh, that the WSB funded Valentine's big getaway. Valentine has enough money on his own. Was running pikemen in order to erase any trace of the WSB involvement. Certainly clears up why Brennan is free, but not much else. What's with the targeting of the MOG bosses? I know. Even more specific, why the drawn out takedown of Sonny, including being set up for a hit on Jason. I know. And then Lisa says, Sonny will try to cause an issue with Ava's help from Brick. It's on them, and we'll get pictures to prove it. Kate looks so stupid once those pictures, or he will look so stupid once those pictures come out. I'm looking forward to Kate and Ava being on the front page of the paper, kissing, and probably more. Oh, look, the invader can go crazy with that one. It is a gossip paper now that Alexis is gone. Nina will do it to help Sonny. It will come right out right after Nina throws Ava under the bus with her testimony. Now, I did see a clip where Alexis is warning the guy that's running now, the invader, that if he put that story out, she was coming after him herself. So we'll see, because it's her daughter. So I don't know if she wants that out. Jackie says that was not all of the episode. There was so many other conversations that are important. They need to be mentioned. Maybe you fast forward. I don't know about the other conversations, but definitely worth mentioning for the plot of the show. Um, Jackie, that's what Comment Corner is for. You all and Denzel, whose comment is next, that I can't read the whole thing, but you all can read it. You all come in. If it's something I have missed, because I'm telling you, I fast forward things that I don't feel are important to me, because I'm trying to keep up with these daily recaps with my professional business being very, very busy right now. So I'm going to fast forward. But please, you all come in and tell everybody the other things that happen, because I get a lot of comments from you saying that, either you don't have Hulu or you don't have cable. And because in some states now, different things happen with the cable companies, or you're out the country. I've got a great comment from somebody I probably can't get to. It's probably down further out of the country, and they can't get YouTube, but they could not YouTube. They can't get any of the Hulus or the stations, right? But they can get YouTube, and they found this channel. So I am not here. I would love to be able to recap every single scene for those that can't see the show. I can't. I wouldn't have that kind of time. But I am happy that they are watching, because what I got was, they're really happy with what I do talk about, because it makes them feel like they saw it. And let's be real. On YouTube, we have the people, I don't know how they get away with it, that record the episodes and put the episodes on YouTube. Now, you might get a brick in the camera, you might get one eye. You gotta really be like, who was that? Yeah, I can't watch it myself, but if something happens, you can see that and get a really good gist of the actual show. I'm just doing the recap. So, all right. But thank you so much, Jackie. I know I fast forward, which is why I tell everybody, okay, I must have missed XYZ. Tell me what happened. And I get all you great Comment Corner people telling me what happened. Now, Denzel is my last comment. And Denzel says, at this point, Sonny's on a rampage against annoying Kate. He's really spiraling and not even listening to Jason. Like, Jason finally tells him everything, and he's still ignorant to Jason. And he's still ignorant to Jason off meds or not. I would just let Sonny be on B now that he called Britt to get Kate's killed. I'm feeling it's either that or Ava will get shot and killed. I don't think Mara West is going to be written off the show, the actress, or get shot by surviving. Yeah, if she gets shot, she'll survive. Or to be Christina. No, we see Christina got pushed out a window, or accidentally pushed out a window, and then she's going to have that baby. Which I hope. I don't think they're going to have her lose the baby, Denzel. I really don't. But yeah, I feel for Dante. If I was Dante, I would just stop talking to his pop Sonny and let him be, because he's not listening and throwing away the people that cares for him. Shaking my head. Ava really plays Kate like a fool, which is not hard to do, right? He doesn't even know it yet. Once his bosses find out that his dumb self is messing and sleeping with Ava, the plot against Sonny is a wrap for Kate. He's gonna be fired, and I won't feel bad for him. Period. Great review, daily recap, lady. Thank you so much, Denzel. All right, everybody, that's 10 minutes. That's it for Comment Corner. I'll be back tomorrow with another daily recap. Friday, it should be Cliffhanger Friday. Another daily recap of General Hospital.